What is up, Ham Radio? Kilo Echo 8, Papa Zoo November, the Ham Radio Adventure Guy. Thanks for stopping by, your one stop for everything Adventure Radio. It is Sunday. Time for a little bit of shenanigans, some great music, and a whole lot of fun. And before we get started, we're going to thank the Patreons because they are absolutely awesome people. And, tomorrow is the 1st of December. These guys get to have Christmas party with me and Dan in about 12 days. 12 days to the Patreon and YouTube member Christmas party. Also, shout out to the YouTube members who's also invited to that party. And equally important, they are my favorite color, green in the chat or blue if they are moderators. And then the ever-changing board that let me down because it didn't change this time. Guys, we got to make Dan do some work. We got to make that change happen. But we'll do it. Dan, what is going on, buddy?
It's Shenanigans Sunday episode. What are we? 150 episodes of Shenanigans. You guys have been putting up with our shenanigans. Welcome, everybody. Alpha Echo 4, X-Ray Oscar, Ron Chris over at Georgia Parks and Propagation in the house. What's going on? Recreation. Do I get a recreation? Recreation. Daryl, what's up? Kilo Oscar 4, Sierra X-Ray Hotel. What's going on, buddy? Whiskey 1, Whiskey Charlie. He said, wet dis. Yes. Kent, Kilo 9, Alpha Echo Echo. What is going on? John K8NIV. Toby, Alpha Delta 2, Charlie Delta. Hello, hello. Andy Cali, always good to see you, my friend. KO4 FSZ is in the house. Breaker 19. You are 9 pounds wall to wall and treetop tall on your radio check there, buddy. And thank you so much for the super chat. He said, here's to the 5-part Grove that landed me meeting PZN and Bok Bok. That's right. Kilo 4 O Tata gives a 6-7. He is in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Whiskey Delta 4 Juliet. Mike is here. Kilo Echo 4 Eastern Standard Time and Kilo 4 Alpha. What is going on, guys? Whiskey 0 Charlie Golf. Charlie is QRPP sometimes. Good to see you, man. Dad is here. Kilo Delta 9 Uniform Victor Kilo. Yeah, he's here. Brent November 4 Bravo Delta Whiskey, Brent was a victim of one of my random antennas. That will be out next week. Good to see you, Brent. Kilo Terry's here. Kilo 8 Golf. Quebec. He got us a couple times today. He was always a 2-2. Good to see you. Ronnie's here. Kilo Oscar 4 Zulu Romeo X-Ray is in the house. Kelly Rose KI4 JAV with the big meow. Hello. Brent November 8 Sierra Lima Tango. Hola. How you
Get
doing?
off my frequency.
Get off my lawn. I've been here 30 years and you just come in here like gangbusters. Kilo Oscar 4 Zulu India. Kilo Bob. Good evening to you, my friend. Let's see who else is in here. Firebug 117. Let's see. You put up the 2 hands there, so that's familiar to me. That's probably Sandy. Kilo Oscar 4. Oscar. Good to see you. Scott N2 TKT. Always good to see you, buddy. And hey. Daryl says, happy birthday, Terry. That's right. Happy birthday, Terry. And good to see you in the chat. Welcome, everybody. Shenanigans episode 150. Let's get it on.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Get it on.
Well, Dan, did you have a good holiday?
I did. I ate too much, I as always, but working on the ham bod.
Wait. Have you stopped eating from the holiday?
All the leftovers are gone. Yes.
Okay.
I had three or 4 plates of it. Yeah, it was good.
I'm going to say I had more plates than you did then.
Probably.
I just finished the last of my homemade mac and cheese this morning.
I wasn't supposed to say probably when you said it. What I was supposed to say was looks like it.
Yeah, there you go. that's a whole lot better. Well, hopefully everybody had a good holiday. I did take a little break from streaming every day during the holiday. I haven't actually streamed on TikTok since last Wednesday, so I'm gonna get back at that tomorrow because I've been slack. But
how is TikTok? How is TikTok? The whole platform. How's it going to survive?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure they're okay.
Maybe you can become the king of TikTok.
Maybe I can. You never know.
Hey,
I'll tell you what, man. 45,000 likes the last day I streamed. That maybe that's why I stopped. I was like, I'm too big for the world right now. I gotta stop this.
I gotta let these folks calm down a little bit.
This place is crazy. And the bad thing was, Kelly wasn't even hardly in that stream that day. She was busy, and she's the one that's pushing everybody to hit those like buttons and stuff. So, if she would have been in there the whole stream, it might have hit 100,000. Who knows?
Nice.
But
which Andrew? He said hello to get me in the log today. YouTube has for the last couple streams, I'm seeing people's usernames, not what they have as like a display name. If that makes sense. So I see Andrew YX7SF.
I don't like the way they're doing it.
There he is. All right, N1XXU. What's up, buddy? Yeah, man, good to get you.
Yeah, I definitely don't like what they're doing.
I don't like it at all. Yeah,
because I kept seeing it because it says at too in front of their name, and like everything that Andy Callie was like telling everybody hi in the beginning, and he's like, it's like at Andy Callie, hi Toby, at Andy Callie. I'm like, is Toby telling Andy hi, or is which way is this? Because normally when you at somebody, you're wanting them to see your message.
Yeah, see, I'm so used to seeing. Yeah. See, I'm so used to seeing Terry Kilo 8 Golf Quebec, and now I see like at Free Candy Van. I mean, and I have to remember that's Terry.
Oh, it is what it is. Hopefully, some of you guys have started to get whips that you guys have got from the great deal that I've offered, and that deal's still going. By the way, we're still good till Monday.
We started to get what?
Huh?
What did you say again? Some of you guys started to get what?
The whips.
The whips?
The antennas.
Oh, that's what I thought you said, but my brain... Okay, I'm sorry. It is shenanigans. You said starting to get whips. And I'm like, what did we do wrong? Why are we getting whipped? But got mine.
Listen, I'm used to hanging out with my cousins, and whips and chains excite her. So,
and if anybody, all right. So James will let you know more about his little, not little, the big deal he has going on right now at Gigaparts with the Intellitron whip. But what it boils down to is if you use his code Adventure, the percentage off you get for this whip, and combined with the code that they have for buying multiple Intellitron products right now, you can get that whip and this ground spike that'll hold that whip for less than the cost of the actual whip.
Yeah, it's too good of a deal to pass up for sure. And like you said, go over there and use the code Adventure, all capital letters, and you get 35% off just for that. And if you buy a second item from Intellitron, any item, I'm not going to tell you what items to buy. Somebody in the chat might say something else, but I'm not going to tell you what to buy. Any Intellitron item, you get another 20% off.
20%. So you're looking 55%.
So,
well, not total. You get 35 for the antenna. Another Intellitron product will give you 20% off the order.
The order itself.
It's a really smoking good deal. And I went out today.
I have used the crap out of mine.
I went out today and I was using mine today, and I was raw dogging mine just to get a baseline. I didn't run any radials, nothing. The only kind of counterpoise I was using was the coax. I put the spike in the ground, screwed the antenna to it, extended it all the way up, hooked the coax to it, and ran with it. And it did great. We got DX, we got Belgium, Spain.
I've been running mine straight off the vehicle. So No, I don't want to say what I'm going to say because it's coming out in a video probably either tonight or tomorrow. But I've been running mine straight off the vehicle, and I've got a good ground and everything there. Dan actually tried his with the spike today. I do not have the spike, and just using the coax for a radial, and had a great activation with it.
Yeah.
So
I actually might now, believe it or not, I might actually put, what is that, 3/8 24? I might put a 3/8 mount on my truck now.
yeah, that makes it. Again, I don't want to say what it makes it because I'm doing a video on it, but it makes it very, very awesome.
Deadly. Right.
John says he got his Saturday. You're absolutely welcome, man. Yeah, like I said, I reached out to them and told them, that I wanted to do a deal for my viewers, for either Black Friday or Christmas or something. And I wasn't expecting to get as good a deal as I got, because I thought, when the Chameleon first came out, I wanted to get the Chameleon whip, and it took me forever to even see that thing in stock anywhere.
Yeah.
And then when this whip comes out, and it's already cheaper to start with, it's already cheaper than the Chameleon. If you watch my video, I compared them to the Chameleon.
James mentioned, well, I'm sorry, go ahead.
And it's already cheaper, but with 35% off of that, it is an absolute, you're stealing the thing. It's great.
James mentioned this in his video too, about how stout the top section is on this.
Dan did the same thing I did.
So I get out there today and I pull the top section out to do it. And I'm like, okay, I don't know if y'all can see that, but I mean, that's thick. I mean, that's beefy. So I thought I was missing 2 more sections in here. I thought they didn't pull out. So I grabbed the ball and I grabbed right here, and I'm trying to pull the other sections out of this. This is this is the top section. That's how thick just the top section is of this antenna. You can hang meat in a freezer from this thing. It's awesome.
Yeah, I've ran it in some really, really big wind gusts too, and mine's still holding up really great.
I'm pleasantly pleased with it. Now, I've only used it 1 activation, but I'm pleased with it. You can't go wrong for the price, that's for sure.
Well, honestly, if you used it 1 activation, you got your money's worth with the discounts you got.
No joke. But yeah, I might put a little mount on my tonneau cover now.
Yeah, it's so on the car that I drive here, which is very iffy right now. Matter of fact, it's probably out there running. Josh is trying to make it run out of gas right now. But that car, we've got a 3/8 24 mount, and Josh's truck has a 3/8 24 mount on it. So that makes it game changer for sure. It's just screw it on and go. Now, I'll go ahead and tell you this: there's 2 different styles of screwing it on and going. There's Josh's style, and there's mine. Josh will extend the whole whip all the way up and hold that sucker up there and screw it in. Now, he's taller than me. I cannot do that. I can go about halfway up and screw it in, because if I get it more than halfway, it's too hard to screw in, and I'm scared to strip.
Yeah, you can't get the bottom. Yeah.
And on Josh's truck, it's horrible. He laughs at me because I'll step him on the tailgate to take it down. Because if I'm taking it down on Josh's truck, I'm reaching up and I'm moving it about this far each time.
Yeah, that's all you can reach. Yeah.
So I get up on the tailgate and grab big sections and bring it down.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have to look at 3/8 24 mounts or fabricate something up. Yeah, that's gonna be a project for next week.
Yeah, it's funny because we just put me a mount on the other side of the car, and I've yet to get to use it because the car started acting up for my ATOS as well. So
yeah, I'm happy with it though. Worked really well. Good investment for sure. I mean, I don't even consider it an investment. It was so cheap, like price wise. It's insane. I'm kind of considering picking up another.
You know, I'm considering getting another one too, because here's the thing. If anybody who's used a extendable whip like that for an amount of time, you got to know that eventually they're going to wear out at some point. You know, they're going to start not holding the way. You know, matter of fact, I've had Chameleon 17 whips that's I've had to have tape on to hold them up and stuff like that. It just happens. So while they're this price, I think I may just go ahead and get me a backup.
Matter of fact, I'm looking right now. To be honest with
So
you. Yeah, we're gonna look. I might do that after the stream.
Brent says several streams left yet, but time to start thinking of those 2026 ham radio goals.
At that time.
Now, so I'll let the cat out of bag for you here, Brent. But we all know that I'm full of crap. But as of right now, my goal for next year is to not look at the POTA numbers whatsoever and not care about a single number next year.
Just whatever happens.
As of right now. Now, we all know that depending on who's on that goal stream, that could change. Because somebody could come in there and say something, you know, that I think is a really cool goal, but I think it's underestimated of the powers that could happen.
Yeah.
You know, like Dan. Dan could say, "Oh, next year I'm going to do this, and this," and I'm thinking, "Well, fuck, I can do that and beat it by 500."
Yeah.
You know, and we're not going to say that don't happen because it does. I've came into that stream 2 years straight with 1 year it was a blank list, and 1 year it only had one thing on it. So I don't know. I do want you guys in the stream in the chat to be thinking about something, because during that stream, I'm going to ask if you guys want to run the PZN challenge one more final year. But there will be conditions with that, and that'll be talked about during. There is a new challenge for next year. There's a totally new challenge, and it'll run whether the PZN challenge runs or not. I'm going to do Bailey and Sprott next year. One last year. Next year is the last year I'm guaranteeing a Bailey Sprott for me.
Well, hey, I mean, that would have been, what, 5 years in a row?
Next year will be 5 years in a row.
Yeah, I mean, that's I mean, I don't think anybody else has done that, have they? I don't know.
Maybe one person. I'm not even going to mention his name because just mentioning his name would disgust me. Because not only has this person been cheating for the whole time I've known about him and POTA, but he's took it to new levels recently. So,
well, hopefully, yeah. I mean, well, aside from that person, I think you're the only one that I know of that has been doing that for 4 years.
No, you don't get it from Intellitron. You get it from Gigaparts, Chris.
Yeah.
You go to Gigaparts and use the code adventure. All capital letters adventure. ADVENTURE.
Adventure.
The Bailey Sprott mic is where you activate or hunt a park every day of the year. That's how the PZN challenge got started. So I did the Bailey Sprott the first year. It was out and finished it. So the next year I started the PZN challenge because I told people who hunted and did the Bailey Sprott challenge that that's too easy, because hunting a POTA station every day, I'm sorry, I can get all the hate mail you guys want to send, but hunting a POTA station every day is child's play. That's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. I'm not taking anything from you guys for that award, but it's nothing to hunt a POTA station every day. There's
No,
70 to 200 POTA stations on every day.
yeah, it's
If
not
you
that.
can't catch one of them, you really need to reevaluate your equipment. But hunting a specific POTA station every day becomes extremely hard. Now, activating every day,
That's tough. That's tough.
That's tough. I mean, because you got to realize things like getting sick, cars breaking down, ice storms, tornadoes. You got to think about all that stuff, and it can get really iffy. There are easy ways to do it, and then there's the stupid way like me. But
I'm looking for a good 3H24 mount.
yeah, Chris is on a whole new level with the hunting thing. Need a new one every day. That's on the PZN level of stupidity, Chris. Maybe you came from the same school I did.
Does anybody know on those mirror mounts, the mirror and rack mounts for the 3H24?
Mm-hmm.
I know it's the 3H24, then you have a non-conductive insulator, the plate, and then the SO239. Can you take the 3H24 part and the SO239, can you take that off the plate? So basically, all I'm looking for is that adapter. I don't need the whole mount. But if I can get it, I'll get the whole mount. Okay.
Yeah, you can take it off of the plate itself. Yes,
that's exactly what I need to know. Thank you, Brian. Oh, perfect. That is what I'll get now. I'm actually ordering me another one, guys, using the code ADVENTURE.
Yes, YouTube does show super chats before the stream started, Chris. Maybe you wouldn't hear in the beginning. We thank you for the super chat for the PZN and Bok meetup.
Yeah, sure did.
Or maybe you'd walked away or something. But yes, thank you, Chris. We appreciate it. We got you, buddy.
All right.
And believe it or not, now again, I posted this stream today, not last night, like I do a lot of times. The person who was first in the chat today was the person who was actually first. Actually, Oscar was the person who was actually first.
Because, okay. Maybe they fixed it.
So I create the stream over in StreamYard, and then I have to go to YouTube back in and adjust a couple of things. And I had noticed that he had already, when I went from StreamYard to YouTube, Chris had already posted. Hey, Chris, it's good seeing you too. I wish you would have had more time and we could have activated together or something. Or if it would have been warmer and we could have hung around outside the truck longer. It's been pretty cold here, guys. Like really cold. I've pulled out the buddy heater a couple of times, activating because Josh likes to activate outside the truck when he goes. So me, when it's just cold, if I go by myself, I'm in the vehicle.
Oh yeah.
But Josh likes to sit outside. So we did yesterday because the day before I didn't bring but one tank, and it ran out. And the last 30 minutes of that activation, we two froze.
I'm about to drop a link in the chat here.
I guarantee Chris said it was like 19 degrees by the time that game ended. We were sitting here at the house saying, ain't no way I'd be at that ball game that he's at right now. It is way too cold.
Okay, so let me tell you what. So I just ordered a second one. I just dropped the Gigaparts link in the chat with the discount code. And as we said, the Gigaparts, right now, if you order multiple Intellitron products, you get 20% off your order as well. So I already have the whip and the spike for less than that, but I just bought another whip and the 3/8 mirror mount, which I'm going to disassemble and just use the mount off of it. And I paid, so the whip itself right now is $79.95 without the discount. So $80,
which is a steal.
which is still really good. But with James's discount, the adventure discount, and the other promotion they have on going right now, I got the whip and a mirror mount for $73 and change. So less than the cost of the antenna itself. Hop on this. That code is not going to last very much longer. What is it when does it stop working, James?
Tomorrow evening.
Tomorrow evening. So you got less than 24 hours. It's an awesome deal. And that'll be my solution for my 3/8 mount.
And guys, it's Christmas. If you have a ham and that you've forgotten in your list, that's a good way to get a present real quick.
For sure. And it's worth not just getting that one item. If you see something else from Intellitron that you want, if it's priced appropriately, you can almost get it free. So do some looking around. Good stuff.
Gene says he has a sheet of steel fixed to the bed of his pickup truck. That's where his tri-mags are. And there's also a tri-mag from Intellitron that you can get on that 20%.
Yep.
So
they also, I saw a little signal magnet about yay big too. I'm like, I don't think that one's going to work too well for a 25-foot whip, but
yeah. So Josh has one of those, and we just screwed it in and was sort of just holding it. I'll just tell you, don't get a single
Right.
magnet for trying to hold that 25-foot whip.
Absolutely. Thanks for our first CW contact today. James, you didn't run CW today. That must have been me.
Yeah, I didn't run CW today. It's CW worldwide this weekend.
Yeah.
I want to no part in that.
Especially,
Especially,
that's 88 KB. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I got you a couple times. Yep.
Brent says, "'Tis the season of giving. How about giving yourself a gift of a Trag Patreon membership?
Yeah.
Your spot will show up automatically in Discord, and a bunch will hunt you. This is true.
Will.
And it helps support the channel and helps me keeping discounts like this coming. So it does help out a whole bunch. And I promise you, if you use the benefits that are there, is extremely worth it. Like extremely. And speaking of gift, you can also gift a Patreon membership to somebody.
That's right. Zach is here, Kilo 4, Zulu Sierra Romeo, and he wants to know what he meant. Zach, the first 30 minutes of this stream until you showed up, we were just giving away $100 gift cards.
Yeah.
So yeah,
we just stopped giving away the $100 gift cards, man. Sorry.
What were you going to say about giving a gift to Patreon?
You can give gift memberships to Patreon. You can even, if you know what tier a person is that's already a Patreon, you can even buy their next month's Patreon for them now.
Oh, that's nice.
And I love it. In one XXU says, "Real hams drill holes." Absolutely. Listen,
that's what I'm planning on doing.
If I was lucky enough to go tomorrow and buy me a brand new Toyota truck, the first thing that I would do would be drill me a hole right in the top of it.
Yep. That's the first thing I did when I got mine. Yep. It wasn't the first thing. I had the truck about a week, and I hadn't installed any kind of radio gear in there whatsoever. And said, man, this truck, man, the top of it looks too clean. So I went up there with a step bit and I put an NMO mount. Smack dab on the roof of it.
That's the way it's got to be. Listen, you know, Some people are really, really particular. They'll go buy a brand new truck and they won't drive it down a gravel road. They won't drive it down a road that has a little bit of brush on it or something. Oh, I could get a scratch on it. Guys, I'm from West Virginia. If your truck don't have scratches, it ain't even a truck. It's a Yugo.
Yeah.
Come on.
Scratches or rust. That's what we need. That's right.
Rust is what bonds your antennas better. West Virginia rust is the best bonding you can get. Matter of fact, I have a Eagle One hitch mount in the Nissan that's really bonded in there. Good luck.
Can't get it out. Yeah.
I miss the Nissan. I wish I still had that sucker. Well, I do still have it. I wish it was still running for me. Your truck has moss growing on it? Yeah. Well, yeah. So does the Nissan. It started. It used to be a white vehicle, but it is kind of green now. You're correct. Mine is too.
Yeah. It's probably sunk down into the driveway. Cement a little bit and sitting there.
You know what surprises me is it still has air in the tires.
Really nice.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think so.
No, I wouldn't think so at all.
Even a brand new set of tires, you wouldn't have think they'd have held air that long.
No. If I'd been driving that sucker, it'd probably have 4 flats on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, they're only flat on the bottom.
Yeah, they probably are flat on the bottom, but you can't tell it.
If you drive fast enough, I mean, you won't even know they're flat because they'll kind of self-inflate. Centrifugal force. Would that be centrifugal or centripetal force? Somebody in chat, let me know. There's a difference. I just don't know what it is because I'm not that smart.
Even the Canadians know.
That's right.
So I will tell you that today is the last day of the month. So I'm going to be doing monthly stat numbers at sometime this evening, and I can go ahead and tell you that numbers are through the roof. I can guarantee you this has probably been my best month of the year. It depends on what number you're looking at. If you're looking at unique parks, it won't be because it was November, guys. There's not a lot of unique parks that's going to be near me right now.
If today is the last day of the month, you know what tomorrow means? We get to play our favorite. We get to play our favorite Bone Thugs and Harmony song.
That's right. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Absolutely. Merry Christmas, G. McPhee and 3X US from Clean, Texas is here. A joyful ham. What is up?
So here's the thing. He says people are worried about the resale value. Keep it nice for the next guy. Guys, when I get a vehicle, I run that thing till it's dead. There ain't no next guy. The next guy after me is the scrapyard.
My truck is up to I bought mine brand new with like 12 or 13 miles on it in 2012. And I'm just
wait a minute. Before Dan says this, this is where I'm going to tell Dan he's an amateur. Go ahead, Dan.
Okay. Now I'm just about to roll 200,000 miles.
How long have you had it?
Since 2012.
2012?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what would that be? Somebody do the math. I don't math on stream. What's 2015, 2025 minus 2012? Somebody help me out. I've had 13 years.
I can tell you really amateur numbers now.
Yeah. So it was due for like its 200,000 mile stuff. And yeah, it's a Toyota, Brent. And it's still working like a champ. I got a little bit of transmission problems. I got a solenoid in my transmission that when it's cold, it wants to stick off. But to let the fluid warm up and then recrank the truck, it works fine. Squeaking from the front end, I just think my bushing. He just drives to church. It's my granny car. And I got some squeaks here and there in the front end. I just think the bushings need to be replaced. Normal 200,000 mile crap, right? But other than that, a Toyota's a great truck. That's a good one.
Maybe this is why I don't have a vehicle right now. Because that's amateur numbers, man. That's
Dom, see, that's impressive. Don has 268,000 on his Ford Explorer. First of all, I'm surprised a Ford lasted that long, period.
I am too.
That is really impressive. That is really, really impressive. 235,000 on a Honda. I can see a Honda lasting that long. Hondas, if you keep the oil change, you can run the tires off those things, man.
Toyotas, Hondas, Nissans, all them. First off, they're not even broke in until they get 100,000.
Yeah, no joke.
You know, where a normal car, you got to get that 5,000 miles in to get it broke in. Yodas and stuff like that, it's 100,000 before they're broke in.
Yeah.
My dad bought an old Toyota one time that had 300,000 miles on it.
Brand new truck, man.
He put another 300,000 miles on it and sold it.
Mm-hmm. Probably sold it for not much more than, or not much less than what he bought it for.
Probably.
I mean, yeah, they hold the resale value fairly well. Yodas for POTA. That's right. We should start a Yodas for POTA group.
Looky there, 2016 Silverado, 304,000.
That's impressive. Get that heartbeat of America.
That's why it's flashing on Christmas lights.
Yeah. You don't notice the dash lights if you just take a little piece of electrical tape and put it over the check engine light. You'll never even notice it's on, man. Don't worry about it. Absolutely. That's a good idea, Brent. Man, you should start a Yodas for POTA group.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Forerunner. Yeah, man. No, I love my Tundra. If I get another truck, it'll be another Tundra. Well, I don't know. Because I have one of the last generation Tundras before they started to go to the V6 twin turbos. I have the 5.7 V8. And even though it's not friendly on gasoline whatsoever, that thing drinks it like crazy. I don't, man, those V6 twin turbos, they kind of, they ick me.
Speaking of vehicles, if you guys know of anyone that has a dependable vehicle, remember, it must be dependable, because we all know what I do with vehicles. I drive the guts out of them to do POTA. If we know anybody that has a dependable vehicle that they want to sell for a decent price, that they would be willing to do payments to the POTA King, please let me know, because I'm in desperate need of one, for sure. And I've seen Whiskey Charlie say that his next vehicle may be a Forerunner. I'm going to tell you right now, I loved my Forerunner. That thing was absolutely amazing.
Would your Forerunner make it at that park that you had to drive down the river?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That thing would just beg me to go there.
Please, can we go again?
Again. And Brian's got an expert tip here. If you remove the lights, you never have to worry about them coming on.
Good point. If anybody has ever been in law enforcement or EMS or anything like that, we all know the trick about putting the electrical tape over the high beam light on your dashboard, because it's very aggravating sometimes. Because when you have your woo woos and your blinky blinkies on, it wigwags your high beams, and your high beam light will flash on your dash too. And it's really annoying to have a blue light just sitting there flashing on your dash all the damn time. Yeah, POTA Yoda meetup. Heck yeah, we can get. Let's see. Yeah, that's a good idea. Get TRD in there too. Yeah. I've not heard of, okay, Subarus, the Outbacks, I've heard they're great. I've heard they are awesome vehicles.
Well, I'll tell you, I've did a lot of riding in a lesbian mobile like that with Terry. but I don't have a lot of experience. But I would like to have an Outback. That would work for me. Oh yeah, bonus points if we can find me a vehicle that I can sleep in as well.
Thank God they don't do that anymore. I'm so glad. That was so annoying.
Yeah. So has anybody's POTA procedures started changing with the weather changing? I know like I said, I've did several bring the buddy heater activations. My hand warmers go out with me to every activation now.
Mine's changed a little. Mine. Not to mention it, mine's changed a little bit because sometimes I don't want to get out of bed because it's cold and I don't want to go to the shack and hunt. So I'll just pick up my phone from the bed and I just control my radio up here in the shack. And
what are you doing Sundays when you got to drive the Yoda to church?
Well, I got the mobile set up. Now it's gonna be even better because I'm gonna have a 3H24 mount on the Yoda, so I can put up the new Intellitron 25-foot whip. And by the way, you don't know about this whip, you can get a discount over at Gigaparts right now. Put the link in the chat one more time. There it is. Use the code ADVENTURE at checkout for 35% off that whip. But I can put it up in the church parking lot. Just fine. That's right.
Oh, I'm not sure why you couldn't get me, John. Because normally you have better luck than Terry, and Terry got me on 20 meters.
Do you know that Gigaparts is giving you a lot better of a deal than we get from Ghirardelli Chocolates? Because we're not getting anything from Ghirardelli Chocolates, but I push these things because they're just really good. But you can go to Gigaparts, get a 25-foot Intellitron mask, which works phenomenally, and get a huge discount. Ghirardelli doesn't give us anything.
PRK Radio, I got your message right before the stream, and I'm going to look after the stream in the log. I haven't turned the logs in yet.
I was going to email you. Yeah. Wonder. He'll probably get those logs in by, I don't know, February.
I do my logs every day.
You should just hold all your logs and then just only upload logs during February. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I could. There's other people to hold them for 42 months of the 12-month year.
You would make the POTA system go nuts. Who's this guy uploading 230,000 contacts?
Oh, well, I mean, evidently it's a new thing. There's this new logging program that people can drop 20,000 in a week and a half now.
Yeah, it's called Notepad.
Mm-hmm.
You just copy and paste them, right?
Yep. And the funny thing is this person, since they've done that, I've been really paying attention. And when they go spot, I go listen. And they might be there on sideband for 3 or 4 minutes and then they go off, but they stay spotted for a long time. And then you look at their logs and they have all kinds of QSOs.
See, speaking of logs, how long does Jumbo Marshmallow hold her logs? Well, it depends on what she eats. Nothing. I guess that one just blew over like a load of crap. She normally uploads her. Well, we normally upload ours at the park. To be honest, I mean we'll spot check them at the park and we'll get them uploaded right there, or I'll export them to Google Drive, and then as we're driving out of the park, she'll upload them.
I do. It depends. I do mine at the park. If I'm by myself, I do mine at the park. And if somebody else is there and they're tearing down, I want to help them tear down. So I don't do it at the park. Or if I'm doing a rove when I'm by myself, I don't do it. But if I'm by myself and I'm not rushed, I do it at the park. If not, I just do them when I get home. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
I always you can count on me having them done before 11 o'clock, because 11 o'clock is the no time. Even though I'm not going to say that, but even though people say 10 to 12, 11 o'clock is really when you got to worry, because 12 o'clock's when that stuff starts.
Google Drive. Yep, that's where it is.
Has your so you were out activating today? Has your polo changed where it used to show you the number of park to parks plus numbers? It doesn't do that now.
I'm not. I don't know, but I do know that the spacing between QSOs in the actual list, there's more space between each QSO now.
Oh, it's like bigger, like my version, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, wait, why did this revert back to my bad eyes?
Yep. I noticed that.
Okay, so it's not just mine. So yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you're probably, if you look at your park to parks, it doesn't say like 15 plus 4.
I think I remember seeing in the window with your contacts, it'll show you how many raw contacts up in the corner. It'll say like 43 or whatnot. But if you look in the info tab, it'll show you how many like total contacts. Like if you have park to parks, like somebody in a twofer, it'll say 45 right
I'm
there.
just talking about in general when I'm doing the activation. I look up
Yeah.
and I normally will see, 15 plus 4 or whatever.
Yeah, I think that got moved to the info tab because normally I got the info pane open. Well, oh yeah, you can you can filter phone and CW on the spots. Yeah, he's been doing a lot of great work on that.
It's an amazing. Honestly, it's made me lazy. I need to actually go out and just activate it with my laptop for a while and stop using it for a little bit, just so
Just you can feel the pain.
just so I'm not so lazy, because it's just too easy.
It is.
For like, I have to really slow myself down in a pile up when I'm using my polo, because he set polo up specifically after watching me. He set that feature up after watching me run a pile up, and it made it easy for you guys to run a pile up like I do. But if you take my speed and then give me that tool, I can go way too fast sometimes, and I have to slow myself down with it for sure.
Fast is good. The way I normally look at spots on polo is say if I'm going to go to 20 meters, I'll just put in the frequency in polo that I'll put like 14,300 and hit enter. Oh, by the way, you can change frequency just by putting it in the call sign field. So put 14,300 and act like you're going to log it, and it'll change your frequency for you. And then I just hit spots, and then it will show me the SSB spots because that's an SSB frequency. If I'm going to go to like 20 CW, I'll put like 14,044, enter, go to spots, and it'll show me the CW spots for 20. If you have the spots on like automatic.
It's check marks up there where the park to parks used to be.
Yeah. Okay.
Terry now has 95 eagle nest. He had 94 the other day, and I got him his other one. But that's the last one. That's the last one that's close to me.
Zach, the only thing that I actually touch the only reason I would go out of the call sign field box in Polo 4 is to put the park to park reference in there if they're in a multi-park, so I can add the reference. Or if I need to edit one for some reason. But other than that, from the call sign entry field, you can change frequencies. You can spot yourself. You can put QRV and hit enter right there. It'll spot you QRV. You can change frequencies and type QSY and hit enter. It'll actually respot you QSY. So I very rarely get out of that call sign box at all. Makes it really convenient. Polo's good stuff, man. You can type solar in the call. Yep, and it adds the solar data to the operation now. Yep. In case you're curious if you're going to get bombarded by radiation while you're at the park.
You can also log satellite calls from there, just so you guys know as well.
Yeah. And
There
weather.
there is satellite stuff on there, and and a cool trick for you guys who like summits on the air. Maybe you just like hunting them, and we're going to touch on that in a second too. But if you like summits on there, make sure and log your summits on the air account in under where you log your QRZ in, because then when you go to spots, it not only shows you POTA spots, it shows you SOTA spots.
Sure.
And that has been a game changer for me, because I'll get done with my activations and I will go to spots and I'll look down through there and see if there's any summits right there, and I'll hunt them. And why I say that's been a game changer, because this guy right here is now a shack sloth
Heck yeah.
as of yesterday.
That's awesome. Speaking of SOTA, did you hunt anybody this morning on 40 CW?
No.
Somebody spotted you on the cluster this morning.
My CW key has not been used whatsoever today.
Man, I don't even know if it was on CW, but somebody spotted you on the cluster this morning, and I'm like, I know he ain't out this early in the morning.
The only person that I hunted before I went out today was you and Jamie when it was with Josh. That's the only hunting I did today whatsoever, and then I was strictly working on video stuff this morning. Hey, thank you, Zach. Yeah, I've really been stretching hard to get that shack sloth. So
James might be able to answer this more than me. N3XUS wants to know what elevation height qualifies as a SOTA. I think it has to do with prominence over surrounding areas, but I'm not sure.
It's not an elevation height. It's a certain elevation above everything else in a certain area around it.
Well, heck, an anthill around here should suffice.
So, I'm not real big on it, but I definitely do know that, because there's some elevations here that are way higher than SOTAs that I've done, but yet they're not SOTAs because they don't have the prominence of other elevations around it.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
So, I'm definitely not an expert on it. So now that I've got the shack sloth on the way, I just got to get the goat, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be a little harder.
Just like 900 and some more points, right?
It's gonna be a little harder. You should make that your 2026 goal.
No.
You're gonna have, if you could spend like.
Would you like me also to make a wheel for and make you the heir of all my radio gear for next year when I die trying to do summits?
I think you could do it if you could spend a year out west.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you'd have to spend a considerable amount of time with good new to you summits.
You know what?
There's just not enough around.
I say no, and actually I couldn't, because I just committed to doing the PZ or the Bailey Sprott again. If I wasn't committed to the Bailey Sprott, it would make it a lot more easier. But when you got to take half a day to get to a summit sometimes, and then when you get done, it wasn't a POTA park, and you got to go to a POTA park too. It really, really changes things. That's why I said next year is going to be a little bit harder, because there's going to be some stipulations if you guys agree that you want the PZN challenge one more time.
Gonna be fun for sure.
It's good. 2026 will be a fun year. It's always fun. But I say no. There's no way I would go for a goat next year. But here's the thing. You guys could surprise me, and I could get 300 new Patreons, and then that makes things like that easier for me, because I could go out west. I'm not against going out west for a period of time. I'm not against going anywhere for a period of time. I like to travel and do radio. I love it, but I have to have the means to do it. So
Brent says 5 to go. Hit the thumbs up button, hit that like and subscribe, and ask for the A-Track Patreon link Here, you asked for it. I'll give it to you, Brent. Here is the link to Patreon and our Discord.
And you know what? I'll tell you another special little thing that them Patreons get. When I happen to be running a pile up and it's absolutely massive, I could have somebody's call sign typed in, and I could have 10 other names in my head that I'm trying not to forget. But if I hear a Patreon, I'm going to work them right after that name that I've got called in. And it may make me forget 10 other calls, but I'm going to work that Patreon because they help me do the things that I do.
For sure.
Just added another Patreon. Hey, thank you very much, Alan. I appreciate it. And you'll be getting a message from us really, really soon. Terry will be sending some stickers out to you. If Terry has stickers, I'll have to ask him, but we'll get you taken care of. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And Brent says, let's get some new guests.
Some new what?
Some new guests. Yeah, new guests on the stream in 2026. I'm all for that.
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, I am constantly looking for guests to come on the stream. And I don't know if it's just Wednesday night is a bad night for people or what it is, but sometimes it's like pulling teeth to get guests. That's why we don't do a lot of topics that I don't know stuff about, because this is the one thing you'll learn about my YouTube channel. You're not going to see me run a stream on how to set up your Meshtastic node. Do you want to know why? Because I don't know a thing about doing Meshtastic. Now, would I do a stream on that if I had somebody that would come and talk about it? Absolutely. Anytime it's a subject that I don't know nothing about, I gotta have a guest come in and do it, because I'm not that YouTuber that's just going to say, okay, tonight we're going to show you how to set up a Meshtastic node, and I'm just going to bring up a Google search and read it line for line off the thing. No, that's not how that works. You need to hear it from somebody that knows how to do it. Just like my Satellite Saturday video yesterday. I put out a satellite video, and it was really a video where I wanted help from people doing satellites, because I'm having an issue with my app. And I'm hoping that some satellite people message me back and say, this is what's going on with your app. Because if you barely bump my phone, say north is pointing toward Dan, you barely bump my phone, it sends north over here. And then I can guess where north was and try to hold it in the area where I think the satellite is, but I'm losing it. And it's been like that way for a while. If you barely bump the phone, maybe it's my phone. I don't know.
Interesting. I don't know. Brian says, what about a shenanigans hour with a guest if the time works better? Yeah, I mean, we could do that.
Yeah, I've had people that say, well, maybe we could do shenanigans. I'm like, absolutely, but then they end up not doing it. So I don't care.
Yeah.
And if it's a really good subject and you just absolutely can't work with my schedule, sign up for TikTok and I'll put you on a TikTok stream.
There you go.
Which I can do at any point during the day.
Hey, good night, Dom. Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, it's great to have you in here actually during most of the live, Dom.
Man, time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it?
You tried that on your iPhone today and didn't have the north problem. But that's the thing. What I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to take my tablet out, because I have that app on my tablet as well, and just sit and play around hitting my tablet and see if that does it.
All right. Everybody's getting out here. I think they're trying to tell us something, buddy.
Yeah, they're probably trying to tell us, hey, this stream's over. Anyway, hey, thanks for trying, Brian, and maybe it's a phone issue. So since it didn't happen to you, so I'll try something different. I actually have other phones that I could use as well. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for hanging out with us tonight. And next for me will be I don't know. I might be live on YouTube in a little bit, but depends on how much work I get done. We'll see. Other than that, I'll be back out activating tomorrow, probably in the car. So wish me luck that I make it back from activating, because I'll be doing some morning CW. But PRK, I'm going to check that log right here in a second, and we'll catch everybody on the air this week. 73, everybody.
See you guys.